Yo guys, really quick before the video starts, according to YouTube's analytics, 98% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed, which is like, what are you doing, bro? Just hit the button. Alright guys, enjoy the video.
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I wanted to share with you guys the top 10 ways to make bells in game. I know this is on everyone's mind, trying to make as many bells as possible so you can upgrade all your stuff and build and buy some really awesome furniture. So hopefully this video will give you guys some ideas, some things that you can do based on the type of player that you are, so that you can make a bunch of bells and really upgrade your island. Keep in mind, guys, the gameplay that you're watching is just me working on my island, so they really don't go together with what I'm talking about, so just disregard that. But the first thing that you can do is plant foreign fruit as much as you possibly can. This is one of the best ways in the entire game to make money, and a lot of people don't really take advantage. The best way to find this foreign fruit is to either go and use your Nook Miles to go to other islands, and there you'll find foreign fruit. Most of the time you're going to find coconuts when you do this. Almost every island that you go to has them, but they also have a home fruit. A lot of the times it's cherries, sometimes you'll find oranges, and if you're really lucky, a lot of them are really rare, but you'll find all the other fruits as well. One kind of secret that you can use to get more foreign fruit is to play with friends that you also know have Animal Crossing. If you have a buddy that plays Animal Crossing, you can travel to his island and get his home foreign fruit, and you can give him your fruit, and you guys can just exchange and then plant it and start growing it on your island. So if you have friends that are playing the game, hit them up, see what types of fruit that they have. If not, just use your Nook Miles and go to random islands and hope that you get lucky. The second thing that you can do is to harvest tarantulas on the Nook Miles Island, hence Tarantula Island. This is probably the most common method, and I don't want to go too much into detail on this. I have a video on my channel that gives you a full guide to how to do that now after the patch, but essentially you just go to an island using your Nook Miles. You kind of harvest everything to prevent other bugs and stuff from spawning, so that tarantulas are your main spawn, and you can just do it that way. The downside is that does take a very long time. This method is a lengthy process, so I know a lot of people don't really want to go around that route, but it is a good way to make a lot of money if that's what you're looking to do. The third way is a really unique way that I haven't seen a lot of people actually do this in game, and that's to sell Peacock Butterflies. Now obviously this only works during the day, but essentially Peacock Butterflies are worth 2,500 each, and they spawn around blue and black flowers. Now to make blue and black flowers, you can either use 2 red tulips, that will make the black flowers, or you can use 2 white wildflowers, and that will make blue. And what you can do is make a ton of blue and black flowers and plant them all around your island. And really just, you can do it in one specific location if you want. Just put a ton of them down and run away and come back, and you'll have a lot of these butterflies spawning there. And like I said, you can sell these for 2,500 each. So it's a really effective way to make a lot of bells here in Animal Crossing. Another really good way to make bells is to buy the bell vouchers. Now, this is something that most players know about but don't really take advantage of. Essentially, you can spend 500 Nook Miles to get 3,000 bells. A bell voucher is 3,000 bells, and it's actually very easy to do. Now, I would recommend using your miles to do more productive things in-game, like buy all the cool furniture and unlock all the cool upgrades that you can use as you progress through the game. But eventually, you're going to get to a point where you don't necessarily need your Nook Miles anymore, unless you just like traveling to other islands all the time. And when you get to that point, you're just going to start stacking Nook Miles, because obviously you have the unlimited challenges that you can complete for a couple hundred each, and you'll rack them up really quick just by doing stuff in game. And what you can do is buy those bell vouchers. You think about it, if you end up with 2,000 miles, you can spend them on 4 bell vouchers and get yourself 12,000 bells pretty easily. So it's a really, really easy way to make money, and a lot of the times you don't even try to. You'll just end up getting miles by completing tasks in game. And like I said, you get to a point you don't need to spend them anymore, that you just start hoarding them, and then you can just go buy a whole bunch of bell vouchers. So a really good way to get some quick cash if you're looking to do that. The next 3 tips that I'm going to share with you all go together, and they're something that you should do every single day in Animal Crossing. The first thing is to collect all the seashells that spawn on the shore. Obviously, you have 3 sides. You have the front and the right and the left, and you're going to have all kinds of seashells spawn. You should be able to fill your inventory for the most part. And this is a very easy way to make money, because some of these seashells actually sell for a lot, and you don't have to do anything to get them. You literally just walk up and down the beach and pick them up. I would recommend doing this with a net. Obviously, sometimes you're going to have hermit crabs that are inside the shells, so if you get near one to pick it up and it starts moving, you can just swing your net really quick, capture it, and they're actually worth a lot of bells as well. So walk along the beach every day. Every time you spawn into Animal Crossing, it's a new day. Walk through, collect all the seashells, and go sell them to Nook's Cranny. A really easy and effective way to make bells here. The second thing that you need to do every day is dig all the fossils and sell them if they're not worth it for your museum. At this point in the game, I have so many fossils that it's rare to find one that the museum doesn't have. I haven't completely filled it up yet, but for the most part, I'm going to be able to sell almost all of the ones that I get. And generally, there's 4 fossils that'll spawn on your island every single day. Now, obviously, with the Easter event going, depending on the time that you're watching this, if you're doing this around Easter, you're going to have eggs that pop up as well. So you're not guaranteed a fossil every time. But when you're not around the Easter event, let's say you time traveled, or maybe you're watching this video after Easter, you'll get a fossil pretty much every single time. And there's 4 that spawn on your island every day, at least 4 that have spawned on my island every day. And you can actually sell those for a lot of money. Believe it or not, if you don't do this, fossils actually sell for a whole lot of bells. So doing this every day is something that you should do so that you can get that quick extra cash. The last thing that you should do every single day is hit all the rocks with a shovel. All the rocks that spawn on your island. If you hit it 7 times in a row without messing up, most of the time you're going to get 7 items. That includes iron nuggets, stone, and clay. If you want to use the iron nuggets to build things, you can do that, or you can use the iron nuggets to sell, and selling them is a really good idea because they're worth a lot of money. And if you hit all the rocks on your island, you're going to end up with a bunch of them. You're also going to be able to find that money rock that's located on your island. So every day there's going to be a single rock or a single stone that is built with money. And if you hit it 7 times in a row without missing, you're going to get 3 stacks of cash as well as 4 coins that drop, giving you a whole bunch of bells in return. And if you're doing it every day, it's literally just easy money. You just go up and hit it and it just gives you cash. So there's really no reason not to do that. But these are the 3 things that you should do every single day in Animal Crossing. The next tip is probably the most common, and that is to play the stock market. I'm going to have a complete guide on my channel in a few days to really explain this to people, because I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube and it's just not the best at explaining, and I wanted to kind of dumb it down for you guys so you understand the best thing to do and how you can play the stock market without losing all of your money and without really risking too much, but still being able to gain a lot of bells in the long run. It's something that's really fun to do. Obviously, you can only do it once a week unless you're time traveling, and it's it's just a really fun way to make money. You can make a lot at one sitting. Generally, when I do it, I won't risk a whole lot, but I'll end up making a couple $100K. So a couple 100,000 bells is definitely worth it. You can buy some pretty hefty furniture with that. But playing the stock market, definitely one of the best ways to make money in game. Another way to make bells that's really fun and easy to do is to pier fish. Pier fishing is a way to catch a couple different fish, including tuna, blue marlin, and giant trevally, which can all sell for a ton of bells in the store. Essentially, the way you pier fish is you want to go through the sand with a shovel and collect all the little clams. You'll see them by squirting the water up out of the sand. You want to capture as many of those as you can. And they're actually really easy to find as you just run it up and down the beach. You will see them, just dig them up, and you can go make fish bait with them. And what's really nice is what I'll do is I'll kind of just get on a clam grind for a few minutes and fill my inventory up with completely clams, and then I'll go and craft them into fish bait, and then you can go out on the pier with like 20 or 30 fish bait and just throw it in the same spot, automatically spawn a fish, and there's a really good chance that it's going to be one of these rare fish because that's where they spawn. And if you're constantly throwing fish bait out there, you're going to get a lot of them. I've gotten a ton of tuna. It depends on the time of year that you're playing and what hemisphere you're in, but for the most part, for me, I'm catching tuna right now, so I'm getting lots of tuna every time I pier fish, and they're worth a ton of money. So going after the fish that are going to spawn pier fishing is a really good way to go about making bells. The last tip that I have for you guys is to craft furniture and sell it at Nook's Cranny. If you do the tip where I talked about walking around and hitting all the rocks every day, you're going to get a ton of tools that way. Not only are you going to get clay, stone, and iron nuggets, but you can also take an axe around and hit trees every day and gather a ton of wood. This is another kind of added on extra tip. It does take a little bit of time, but obviously with as many trees that are on your island, if you're running around hitting them 3 times with an axe every day, you're going to end up with a ridiculous amount of wood that you can either use to craft things, or if you don't want to, you can just sell the wood flat out to Nook's Cranny. But essentially, you'll get all these materials and you'll want to go and craft as much stuff as possible. You're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone here because you're going to earn a lot of miles over time by crafting a whole bunch of stuff, and you're also going to be able to take all of that stuff that you crafted, hence the furniture, and go sell it to Nook's Cranny for a really pretty penny. So This is another really fun and effective way to make bells in Animal Crossing. But these are the top 10 ways to make bells in Animal Crossing New Horizons. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add, maybe you have another tip that you've been using to make bells, please make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. But that's going to be it. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.